right, hello internet friends, sit back, relax. I am Ryan, this is Demos in the Dark, and tonight we're checking out a new one from Cosmodio Instruments. This is the Glitch Witch. It's a CMOS fuzz, like a Ranger uses a lot of CMOS fuzz stuff. So heavily gated, really textured, but also has some really cool modulation, some auto modulation that it modulates from the input of whatever you're putting into it. It's way above my pay grade, but it sounds cool. So first thing we're going to do here is we're going to run it down on a mix. I'm going to use multiple guitar tracks, a little bit of bass, and then come on back here and we will go through the Glitch Witch all by its lonesome. Thanks for sticking around. If you, like me, are a gear nerd who spends way too much time in your dark studio rather than being outside with normal human beings, then this is a place for you. Don't be a stranger. Please like, subscribe, comment below. I'm always interested in what you have to think, even when I disagree with you. All right, tonight I am using a Clydesdale Guitars Warhorse with Righteous Sound pickups going into a Silk Tone amp. Silk Tone amp sounds like this. So first thing we're going to talk about is the fuzz circuit itself without the divider or without the modulation. So if we turn it on here. So I'm already way into that. We have a couple of different controls here. This is the level control. We have a clean blend right there. We have a gate. And then we have these little toggles. It's low and high toggles. So let's go through the toggles and the gate a little bit and see kind of what those are doing. is I typically don't like clean blends on fuzz pedals with guitar. Love it with bass. Don't typically like it with guitar. This one I dig. Like I dig a lot. I don't know if there's anything special about it or not, if it's just happens to be in this circuit that it fits better. But man, I really like that a ton. All right, so let's do a quick check on that divisor, the modulation section. All right, so that was wild. And we had it in the middle position here, which is the pulse modulation. And then what we have here is we have the divider switch, and it goes all the way from like 8 to 256 for octave duration. So it's probably a lot of them the human ear can't even hear, but it's super cool. So we can flip that switch over here, and we are in the bit crusher mode. It's they call it chop. It's like bit crusher, tremolo. Dialed in the sound here, I really dig. So you hear how when you hit it harder with the pick, you get more of that modulation. All right, and the last mode we have on here is called unstable, and that is like the best descriptor ever for what it does. It adds some spectral content to confuse the pitch modulator, so it gets really wild, really fast, and stays that way. And the best way to manipulate it, I think, is with the gate control. If you have more gate, you certainly have a lot more control. If you have no gate, it just kind of runs free, kind of like this. you saw there, it was pretty wild. And then I just started manipulating the gate control, which kind of pulled it back into something I could control. But then also using the depth there to bring it back a little bit and have it be subtle, which is not something that this pedal does very well. I love pedals like this. I love when I get something that makes me scratch my head for a little bit and I really have to kind of focus and figure out how I'm going to approach it. This was one of those pedals. Absolutely brilliant. It's super fun and it sounds really great. Love the modulation aspect. I love just the fuzz alone. I think that sounds really, really great too. Thank you guys for sending this over for me to check out. I love it. And as always, thank you for the privilege of your time.